I had approximately $10,000 in the bank, this is what I would do with it. I'm pretty pumped to retire in about 3 years, so I'd find a platform that is registered, that is compliant, that is ASIC approved, that gives you all the bells and whistles without all the fancy talk and actually works for you. Hi, I'm Gabs, and I can show you how to turn 10K into 100K in 3 years. So remember, the banks don't show this, and at school you weren't taught this, so you're instantly going to think it's a bit sus. But that's okay. It takes massive balls to get out of your comfort zone and use something outside of the systems that you're used to using. Just remember, when you crunch the numbers, it actually does work, so I'm going to fill you in if you stick with me for the full 90 seconds. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be working until I'm 100 to retire on a measly maybe 20K a year. And we know what's happening in the world, so anyone that's on my page will be on the same, mindset as myself. They're living outside of the box that everyone else does, and they understand that the system is corrupt. And let's face it, millionaires aren't made through using mainstream systems. So let's use our common sense here. So I myself has been averaging between 10 to 15% every month for the last couple of years now. And believe you me, it's not one of those, those here today, gone tomorrow schemes. It's not a rug pull scheme. It's not a scheme over in Dubai. It is actually a legitimate, registered, compliant platform I use here in Australia, supported by an Australian team, registered brokerage in Melbourne, Victoria and Sydney, Australia as well as the UK. Now, this is a Forex trading strategy. This is for people that do not want to trade themselves, that really aren't interested in crypto like me. Like, I get it, crypto's great, but I don't understand it, so I'm not going to dabble in anything that I don't understand and that I have to do myself. I don't want to go to school to learn how to do Forex trading or how to do crypto. I don't want to be an expert in this. What I want to do is set and forget, put my money somewhere. So this works for me. The beauty of this particular project is there's no deposit fees, there's no withdrawal fees, there's no fixed contracts, and your money is liquid. They trade Monday to Friday, and meaning that your money is liquid, let me explain that a little bit. You're able to access your money 24/7. So meaning that you can get on there, you can do a withdrawal slip and your money's in your account the next day. The team here in Australia are able to access by text, phone call and email. And I don't really know about any other projects that make themselves so accessible to their customers. I love that I'm not going to get questions. So if I put 10K in today and I change my mind in a couple of days, I just withdraw it. They don't care. They usually just send me an email and say, hey, I hope everything's okay, and let us know when you want to jump back in. This is great. We can unsubscribe anytime. So this is very unlike what you would have when you are pulling out of the normal system. You would be questioned, interrogated, psychoanalyzed, and maybe you wouldn't get it. So that's kind of where we're at here in the world. So how do you get involved? All you need to do is basically register and fill out the information. So it's your account and only you can see it, only you can touch it, only you can deposit it, only you can withdraw with a licensed brokerage in Victoria. And once you do that, you then have the concierge which calls you and says, hey, which strategy did you want to start with? I tell everyone start with the medium risk. Why? Because it's pretty low risk and it's very consistent, and I love that every month I'm getting 10 to 15% on my money. So obviously the more money you have on there, the more that you earn, and you can just live off your money, which is incredible for a lot of people like stay-at-home mums that don't want to go out and get another 9 to 5. Putting their savings on there and having it work for them is such a positive option. But the beauty of not touching it, if that's an option for you as well, is that it compounds daily, and the medium risk will earn you between 10 and 15%. Now, compounding works like this. It's 0.45% a day. So if you do the calculations, in 3 years on 10K, you will have 100K, and that's just using a Google compounding calculator. Now think about this. You can just forget about it for 36 months, come back and find that your retirement fund looks bloody awesome, and it's just going to do that all by itself without you having to think. Like I said, I don't have the correct emotions, because you have to be emotionless to be a trader. So for me, this is such a great option to put my money somewhere and have someone who has got decades of expertise to be able to do it for me. Okay, so if you're interested in this, leave me a comment, info please Gab, and let's connect.